Y'all, this is week 5 of the podcast with commissioners. I'm the head commissioner, Mr. Aaron Smith. Coming on in is the co-commissioner, Zarv Char.
What's up?
The creative director, Fear Fitz.
Hello.
Well,
What's up?
you said it's the week 5 podcast, but go ahead.
Before we even get started, let's talk about these O's must go between these guys picking against HLR last week.
Hey, some of the O's I thought would go, and they stayed.
That's right.
What do you say?
Hey, I have nothing to say.
You can't say anything. You're 1-3, sir.
But I can say something. Speaking of three time I scored this week.
We cannot
This
beat these
guy,
dudes.
3 times in a row.
Hey, 2 teams over 240 can't win.
I lost week 1. I was smoking, but now I caught fire. And now, who's going to put it out?
Don't brag too much, though, because you did pick against yourself last week.
That's all right. Hey, Colossal has had bad luck again. Well, I'd be the unluckiest team so far this year.
I don't feel sorry
Put
for
up
him.
230 some points and weren't even in the ball game.
Fitz.
Got
You
him.
feel sorry for him?
I don't.
Well,
I don't.
did you feel sorry for Team Justice? Lowest score. You got 170
No.
or 171 and was the lowest score this week.
That's atrocious, man.
Wow.
Any other year, scores like that on a weekly basis will win you a lot of games.
I think adding the tight end, and changing the defensive scoring really boosted the points up for this year.
Speaking of tight ends, that position has fucked me for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Tight end didn't really screw you,
Jeez.
Fitz. You took Reggie Bush out. Let's be real here.
Yeah, let's put blame where blame's due.
Okay, well,
Anything else that happened in week 4 we need to talk about, discuss, anything
Alex
you
Smith
saw
got 30
besides...
fucking points.
Well, hey,
yeah,
that's why you're wearing the jersey,
That's
baby.
right. Didn't affect
Hey,
me.
Smitty.
That's right.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. Let's bring in the special guest.
We got a special guest
Special
for y'all.
guest for you guys.
I'm gonna scoot over to the side, let him get in, let him do his thing here.
Introducing
Him or her, that is.
Rising from the Dead.
He's back.
Mohica.
Well, Mohica, we brought you onto the set today. What do you got to say? Defending champion being on for it.
Well, it really sucks to be 0-4, but, you're never over in this league. That's the one thing that I've learned. It's only been 2 years, but I got to the title quick. So, I had the bullseye coming in season 3, and I've...
everyone said it so far.
that is correct.
Hit the Mohica or hit the bullseye?
Well, Aaron, you can speak to, you saw, I believe 2 years ago you had a team that started out 0-4.
I did.
And I think you had another team, your other team start 1-3.
I think, yeah.
And on the last week of the regular season, both those teams were still eligible for the playoffs if they had just won. They controlled their own destiny on that last week.
I made a big rally with
So-
those teams, but I scored a lot of points with those teams. It was getting beat kind of like Colossal was. I don't know if Mohica can do it. Mohica, what do you have to say about your 182-point lowest average in the entire league?
Well, 182-point low average. I'm actually getting about 190 now, 200. The first week I scored 130, I think. So you got to throw that first week out of the picture.
No, it's got to stay.
And look at what I've done since the first week.
Respectable. You
You
scored
know,
170, I think, because I
I
know
s-
you're complaining about it.
I scored 194 this week and lose to 220. But, as Fitz said just a few minutes ago, 170s and 180s, those are good numbers in the past. But this year you guys have made some changes and,
Well, with
it's a learning curve.
With the All-Pro Conference the way that it is, the division that me and Aaron are in, all 4 teams are 3-1. Obviously, the division you're in, you have 2 teams that are 0-4. The leader of that division is only 2-2, so that's going to be your best map to get back to the playoffs, is to win your division. You're only 2 games out now, and if you win this week, because you're playing who?
BSB.
BSB. So then that would make you only one
game
game
out.
out. If you win this week, you will only be going game out. Same for
So,
Colossal.
as we're talking as the O's must go, I'm going to say 2 of the O's are going to go this week, as
Colossal.
myself and Colosso. And then you're going to be looking at a 2-3 and a 1-4 times 3 for the division.
Ooh, so
So
everybody's
going to be one
out.
game out. BSB's in the driver's seat right now, but he likes to make some crazy trades.
I don't think he likes to
I
make
don't-
any
I
trades.
don't think he likes to make any trades either.
I think he's a hardcore junior. Hardcore the second with some of his trade proposals that he wants to. BSB always wants to dog on hardcore for his trade proposals, and he ain't any better, son.
Talk about trades real quick. Fitz, talk about the trades in your conference. What's happening?
We had how many? 117 trade offers within the
Last week.
last week alone in the division. Just it 1 week, and not one trade was done. We got a bunch
And
of
over.
we got a bunch
Over.
of we got a bunch of train robbers in that division. They want to steal
They
from each
love to
other.
steal.
God damn, guys! Big boy trades. Let's make this happen. Let's make each other's team better. Let's help each other out. Stop fucking around. Let's do this.
You got any questions for Bohika?
Yeah, will you please take that crown off because you on floor
You
you're
can't
on
wear
your
that
shoulder.
anymore.
Okay. Go ahead.
Quick question. You've got 4 losses. Did you provide the lube on all 4 losses? Or did they at some point start bringing their own?
Personally, I think he just took it. Go ahead.
Well, you
no
know,
answer to that. You don't.
I don't really have an answer, but
Okay.
Are you gonna stay
I-
on the set to do our picks, or
I do recall giving the lube out a lot last year,
Yeah.
especially running through the gauntlet. I know last year's last year.
what have you done for me lately?
I'm going to ride the train
you're
as
just-
last year.
Now you're just spitting on it.
Yeah, yeah. You keep riding that train, but it's about 2013.
Well,
We into our picks, or
yeah.
you gonna join us, or-
Let's move on into the. Before we do the picks,
Oh, okay.
let's get back to a segment we introduced last week. Bohika, why don't you stay on? We'll go through this segment, and then you can jump in with some picks for the week 5.
Alrighty.
No shows.
No shows.
Guys that aren't playing, the co-commissioner, and creative director Fitz there. We both are picking 2 players that just aren't showing up, or aren't going to show up, or whatever the case is. Our 2 no-shows.
We called some out last week, and they showed up. Arian Foster was one to think about. Kaepernick had a decent game. We had called some people out. We're going to call some people out this week. I'm going to start off with MJD. The Jaguars are horrible this year. MJD is a no factor. He can be dropped in this league. I don't even think he'll get picked up. He's averaging 7.4 a game. Cutting. He's a no-show.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Cutting's. You know what? I'd have to agree with you. Cutting. He's not worth it. He's the only offensive weapon that team's got. So everyone think key in on him. Guy I'm going to pick is Ray Rice. I would not cut him, however.
You love
Because I love Ray Rice. And 8.5 points a week. It's not Ray Rice.
He's really
not.
struggling.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go with Eli Manning. They're struggling with turnovers. He's had 1 game over 20 points.
Terrible.
He had a good first week with I think around 40, a little over 40 points against the Cowboys, but since then hasn't scored over 20. And if you're not getting over 20 from a quarterback, you're having problems. BSB, take note. Kaepernick and all the other guys with Kaepernick. Eli does have more of a track record, so you can expect a little more going forward, hopefully, but that's yet to be seen.
I'm going to go with Mike Wallace as my next no-show guy. This guy got 8 targets on Monday night. Primetime TV against Drew Brees and just could not get it done. This guy is averaging 7.78. He had 1 game where he got 28 points, but 3.3 last night, Fizz, that just ain't going to get it done.
Not from a receiver of his caliber. The second guy I'm going to go with is Andy Dalton. More from mention, you're not getting 20 points from your quarterback, you got problems. This guy's averaging 17 points a week. He's got one of the best receivers to throw to, and he's just not doing it. He's not getting.
He's not getting the job done.
Not getting it done.
He's
And
not.
I'm going to go with another receiver, Akeem Nicks, who's averaging, I think, less than
Golly.
8 points. And in this league, you see receivers are your money spot. And when you're getting less than 8 every week from a guy like Akeem Nicks, find somebody else to plug in.
Keem
that
Nixon
role.
mixing in action, Kyle. 4.2 over his last 2 games combined.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
just, that's not going to cut it. You
Yeah,
can get
ain't.
1 low week, but you better not get more than 1 in a row, or else time to hit
So
the
if you
pile.
have these players, I suggest you start them because as we've seen last week, they call them out and they performed.
I agree with
Foster did it. You called out Bo. Granted, Bo's was really weak this week, but
He got a
that
touchdown.
34-yard touchdown right in the 4th quarter puts him out of the no-show category.
There's a couple other guys we called out that did decently. Maybe you're hopefully calling them out, help them out.
The stats are the stats. So let's move right in and we'll burn through these week 5 picks.
We're gonna do it quick.
Pun intended. Colossal versus Hardcore. Hey, who you got?
The Lost Connection wins. Hardcore don't make any trades, don't have any team.
Connection.
I'm going with Colossal Connection 2. Hardcore. Jamal Charles ain't worth that much.
Believe it.
Realize.
Connection gets rid of the Ofer.
Connection.
All right. Do you believe in magic?
Will-
Versus the Guru in Oklahoma.
We'll beat Oklahoma this week.
I'm going Magic.
I'm going to go Magic only because I don't like Oklahoma's trade offer today.
I'm going with Do you believe in magic 2? Great team. Bohika, this guy versus BSB.
You know what? Everybody, if you can't see this list, but I do got BSB picked on here. BSB wins Bohika. But Bohika has enough balls to get on the show, call a shot. Bohika win this week.
Well, why don't you go ahead and pick?
I'm going to say Bohika. I'm going to go with myself, of course. I'm going to get rid of the Ofer, so I'm only 1 game out of the division lead.
I'm gonna go with Beers. You're gonna keep that O.
Oh, bear me.
I'm going Bohica too. So we'll see.
the O?
BSB isn't realizing when he needs to make some changes. Zarchar versus Power and Light.
The
Hey.
O must go. Zarchar wins again, but not get the dang high score this week.
I'm going Power and Light. I've been on that bandwagon all year. He's gonna kick the shit out of you this week.
Wow.
Yeah, a couple of buys I'm concerned about, but I'm still going to go with the Czar of Char.
I'll go with the Czar, but not high score.
Yeah, I would agree probably. Mean Machine versus that guy over there in the back.
Man,
Your
Fitz,
bets.
you pick.
I'll take myself. Why not?
I'm taking Fitz,
Let's
man.
go.
I
Let's
had
go.
Mean
I
Machine,
go
I'm taking
Means.
Fitz.
Oh, I'm going for your Fitz. We'll leave
Yeah.
as the outcast.
Yeah.
Team Thompson versus 6165.
6165 show gets it done.
Thompson.
Thompson.
Yeah, I'm going 6165, so split there. Team Justice versus the Shawshankers.
Speaking of Shawshankers, somebody owes me $5 on this panel. I'll be happy to run it back this week and take Shawshankers again if he wants it.
Whoa, I forgot about that. I'm gonna go with Justice.
Is that a $5 bet?
Nope.
I'm going with Justice as well. Bohica?
I'll go Justice.
All right. The Crushers versus Walmart Greeters.
I am picking the Crushers, represented last week. Score came up, Crushers.
Wow. I'm gonna go Walmart.
Yeah, I'm going Crushers. Score came up, but his team didn't. They lost. And I know he got on the site last week, so that means he probably won't get on the site this week. I'm going Walmart Greeters.
I'll go Greeters just so they can stay undefeated.
Lethal Weapons versus More Gooder.
More good or Lethal Weapons ain't winning.
Easy. Weapons.
Lethal Weapons as well.
Easy, gooder.
Going
Two
with
and
good.
two, split the
HLR versus Fives.
We'll get an easy 5-0 on my way to a perfect season.
Woo!
I have to agree. HLR.
HLR here.
I'll go out on the island and say Foz.
Ooh,
It's already beat you, Bohica. Don't you ain't learned yet?
Two Mannings, one cup versus the Gonad Twins.
Y'all laughed at me. The Nads represented.
Yeah, they did.
Nads again.
I'll go Twins.
I'm gonna go with the Nads.
We can't have 3 Nads up here. We're gonna have 2.
But
I'll
that's
go with
Bohica.
2 Mannings and a cup.
So there's our poll right there.
Alright. Pain Inc. versus the Homos.
I can't believe it. I told you I ain't going with Penny. So I'm going homos.
Almost.
I'm going Pain Inc.
Go.
I'll go with Paint Inc.
2 homos, 2
Hey,
Penny.
there's the week 5 picks. I hope you like the podcast. Special guest Bohica, thanks for showing up. We got 2 11s here and a guy in the back, and I'm Zara Char, co-commissioner. We're out.
We're out. Deuces.